What's happening? This is Joshua Boetsi and you're watching Sporting Icons.
So according to Eddie Hearn, negotiations are underway between the WBA light heavyweight world champion Dmitry Bivol and the new British light heavyweight champion Craig Spider Richards. Now, I'm a big fan of Craig Richards. I'm a big fan of Dmitry Bivol as well. And I know I am kind of in the minority, but I think Dmitry Bivol beats Artur Beterbiev. Okay, but hey, that's just me. But I'm a huge fan of Craig Richards, and I spoke to him a few times. In fact, he was supposed to feature on the channel quite a few times, but it just seems that whenever he's free, I'm not. Whenever I'm free, he's not. It just seems to be one of those kind of things. But I like him. I think he's a great guy, and he's an excellent win over Shakan Pitters on the McKenzie show a couple of months back to become the British light heavyweight champion. Now, when it comes to this particular fight, listen, first and foremost, I'm going to be Team Spider Richards all the way. And if he can pull off that kind of win, there's going to be very few people more happy than what I would be. I'm going to be cheering him on every step of the way. But the problem that I have here is that Eddie Hearn seems to be doing what he's been doing a lot, which is throwing in our prospects, if we can call Craig Richards a prospect, in with killers. And they're getting done. What happened to the days of build him up a little bit? What happened to the days of, for example, like Craig Richards, he literally just won the British light heavyweight title. Yeah, excellent performance. But for me, a win over Shakan Pitters doesn't make you ready for somebody like Dmitry Bivol. Don't get me wrong, I do give Craig Richards a good chance of beating Bivol, but it is an outside chance for sure. But what's wrong with Craig Richards defending that British title once, maybe even twice? Move through a couple of European fighters, see how he gets on. And if he seems to be quite comfortable with these kind of guys, sure, let's talk about a Bivol. Let's talk about him fighting the top guys in the light heavyweight division. Because right now, I just feel like Eddie Hearn is just so desperate for an opponent for Bivol. Because we do know that Bivol, he's not the easiest guy in the world to get an opponent for. A lot of light heavyweights don't want to fight Dmitry Bivol. For me, I want to see Bivol take on Beterbiev. I've been wanting to see Bivol take on a Sergey Kovalev. I know that fight is very unlikely now, with Kovalev, of course, testing positive for PEDs not so long ago. But these are the kind of fights that I want to see Bivol in. I don't want to see our guys being thrown to the wolves. I really don't. I'll give you an example. Why is he talking about Bivol versus Craig Richards? Why is he not talking about Bivol versus Joshua Boatsi? Why? Because he's okay for Craig Richards to take a loss, but he's not okay for Joshua Boatsi to take a loss. That seems to be the way. I think that this is the wrong move. I think that this is just we know if this fight does get signed, we know Craig Richards, he'll fight anybody, okay? But we know how it's going to be sold. Eddie Hearn will be like, well, you know what? We've had plenty of upsets during lockdown over like the last year or so. So this could be another one. Craig Richards, he's shown that he's really good. And who knows, maybe the inactivity of Bivol and the fact that Craig Richards has just had a fight. We give Craig Richards a great opportunity here. And if he was to get the win over Bivol, household name overnight, all that kind of stuff. Now, if he was to get the win, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And taking a loss to Bivol? No, it's not a great shame. Of course it's not. But what if he gets beaten the hell out of? What if? Don't be wrong, I think fighters should take risks. But there's certain times where fighters should take risks. Right now, I don't think this is the time, in my opinion. Maybe Craig won't like hearing me say that, but I don't feel now is the right time. I think Craig still has a bit of work to do before he kind of looks at the likes of Bivol. I know Craig, he'll fight Bivol, no problem. He'll fight Beterbiev. He'll fight anybody that you put in front of him. But sometimes you need to save a fight from himself. And I think this is one of those kind of situations where Eddie Hearn don't give a damn about Craig Richards. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure that he'll be hoping Craig Richards gets the win. I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm not saying he's got a problem with Craig Richards because he fought on a McKenzie show last time rather than a Matchroom show and whatever else. But I just think that it's the wrong time for Craig Richards. It's the wrong time for it. As I said, why is he not talking about Joshua Boatsi versus Bivol? Why not? Why Craig Richards? Why not Joshua Boatsi? You get my point, right? For me, I don't like this fight whatsoever. I think Eddie Hearn is just throwing another one of our British fighters in with these foreign fighters who are just way too good for some of us right now. But anyway, listen, that's my opinion. Of course, you drop me yours, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.